Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. It's kind of a dreary day, but it'll clear up in about 10 minutes. Um, so, this is the 50th episode of my first Let's Play series. So I figure we'll take a look around today. I'm gonna do it from the ground, I think, just to give that Let's Play perspective. But I do want to get a horse, so let me go get a horse, and we'll take a ride. And I think I mentioned in the last video that I'd be doing a kind of a world tour. This world is enormous. There have been so much creative work on here. I'm not sure how to split it up, honestly, except to maybe just go for 20 minutes and we'll see what we can see. I might have to make a couple of videos, and then I have another world to show you as well because we're getting ready to retire it. So um, I want to do this one though because we did some great things. So let's see. In the last video, we looked at the new gunpowder farm that was off in this direction. It was off west. That's at Nancy's place. So my bee farm and Nancy's flower farms and our swamp build that we're starting is off in this direction. It's off to the west. I'm at my jungle house here. If you've watched my other videos, it's not my jungle house, my jungle base, right? If you watch my other videos, you've seen a lot of this. There's a lot that you haven't seen because we've done a lot of building here that I haven't even talked about. So I'll get around to it. I'll try to sprinkle in little bits and pieces as we go through future videos. But today I just want to take a ride on the jungle road and ride back to spawn. So I think you've seen the mob farm. So we'll just take a little look at that. So this is there's something new over there too. So this is where I kind of first settled, was right here, and this was just like had to be terraformed and stuff. So this is where a lot of things started, where we first settled in and started building. So this is what it looks like now. And then if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I've got a person living over here, and then a person that's got the trees over there, the jungle. He did a jungle build over there. Let's take a quick look because I'm not sure what you've seen and what you haven't. So I live mostly here, and I'm not going to get into the details like go inside, underground, and all that. I'll just show you the lobby here. So this is how it looks. We can get our skulls on here, by the way. So I just use this to decorate my places. And this is where I first settled. This was just cave, and I grew some grass in. And this used to be a grass floor, but I've since replaced it with green carpet. Then I've still got a fish farm because I'm still in 115.2 right now. 116 came out, and I'm waiting for the plugins that we use on here to get updated, and then I'm going to upgrade to 116. I'm just going to do an upgrade in place. I could regenerate the end dimension. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. Anyway, so we're going to 116 real soon, and the only real difference there is going to be in the nether. I think the 117 update will be maybe more interesting in some ways because we'll be able to go check out the new mountains. So anyway, this is where I live, and it's just been evolving, over time. Little things here, little things there, and it just all adds up to a nice place to live. Then over here is one of the people that plays with me. His name is Thebe, and these two folks here helped me with a ton of stuff. I mean, not with a ton of stuff. They started this world with me. So here's Thebe's base here. He likes to build farms, and he's got his villager breeder up there. He's got his trading hall back in there, and some wheat farms and stuff. This is kind of a neat design. Just I like his. He can do fancier stuff, but he does these basic builds that are really good for survival. And we built a custom mob farm over here, so we can pick up spawners with Silk Touch here. And so we built this overworld mob farm on his base, and we put I can't remember how many, like a couple of skelly spawners, and I think a couple of skelly spawners and one or two zombie spawners in there. So I'm not sure why I don't see a ton of stuff. It usually takes a bit for it to get going. Here we go. Once it gets going pretty good. So we get a nice collection here, a selection of mobs, and they just drop down to there, and you sit down in here and you hit them with a looting sword. You get all kinds of stuff. We've got way more than we've even got storage for. Usually when we build a farm, we end up doing a basement underneath the drop area for all the drops, and we put an item sorter in there, and that's how we usually do it. So this is kind of nice that we can pick up these spawners, because then you can do these overworld farms. So I'm running paper MC. That's what allows us to do the silk touch of the spawners. Vanilla Minecraft won't do that. I think there are probably plugins for that in Vanilla Minecraft, but for sure there are Spigot plugins. So that's what we're using for that. So that's his base, and then here now I'm going to do a little bit of a cheat here, because I don't want to just interrupt the video for mobs. So I'm going to set the time today for the video, and here's Mario's place. And Mario is a really good builder. He does some very nice things, and he does some nice farms. So this is his jungle settlement, and he's got a full complement of villagers up there for trading. And then we bridge across right there, and you just go up the vines up to one of the platforms. And then from there, he's got gangplanks that connect. And so basically his vision was to just connect across all the treetops and just grow this village up in the tops of the trees. And then we could do something down underneath as well, that we could clear the trees underneath his place and do some stuff down there too. He's got a little cactus farm here. This is kind of cool, again, because we can pick up blaze spawners. We picked up a bunch. I think he's got 5 in here. And you keep this in mind if you're on a server where you can do this. You can do this anywhere. You can do it in a cave, you can do it overworld, but I didn't know that you could just flush blazes like this, but you can. The water damages them, but they won't be in the water long enough to kill them. And then they just get pushed down like any other mob to the middle here, if you get the geometry of this thing right. And they'll drop down, and then you can step up in here, and I don't think they can see me because this is a glass, you can't really see it, but then you just crouch down here and give them a whack. Now with this farm, I mean, we don't have a crusher or anything, so you're gonna have to hit them a couple of times, but if you've got a sword with mending, you're going to be mending the sword while you're harvesting. So it's as simple as that. And then he added a nice contraption right here to do water on the hoppers, so that, let's say he's around here doing something and he wants to collect blaze rods, he doesn't have to stand here with a sword. They will just fall down into the water, and they'll just automatically drop blaze rod. So I thought that was a great addition to this farm, and it's probably not a bad idea to flood that so that you don't end up with a whole bunch of entities sitting in here causing server lag. So a pretty smart design. I like that design. Previous videos I showed off the iron farm. We got a bunch of stuff built out there, But the main idea, and we can go over it some more later. This kind of turned into a test area. So, and that we've got a turtle farm over here. I should tell you the story of Homer the turtle. We followed a turtle for 3,000 blocks from where it hatched. No, actually more than that. We probably 4 or 5,000 blocks all the way to the middle of the darn jungle. I think it was a bug in the paper. So I might as well show you quick over here because we had somebody build a nice little house over here too. Like I said, this is like a world tour, a walkthrough video. So lost my horse too. Need to go find my horse. So Homer, we followed Homer across the mountains, from the ocean, across the mountains and plains, all the way to here. And there was no beach here when we got here. Homer just decided this was where her home beach was. So we made her one. And then we started a turtle farm here. Now since then, I think they've fixed that glitch. So we can hatch turtles on a beach anywhere, and they will take that as their home beach, and we won't have to do this. But we were just maybe a little bit bored that night and had nothing but better to do than follow a turtle for 5,000 blocks. And so we've got a nice little turtle farm here. And that's not a turtle, but somebody thought that would be a nice decoration. I like it. Then we had somebody come on for a short time. I'm sad because they came on for a short time. I think this was W.L. Grant. And I met him on the SMP Earth. And I assume it was a him. I don't know why I assumed that. So we played on SMP Earth for a bit. And then we came over here and they built this nice little house. Gave him a skelly horse. A nice little compact house. I've got lots of, if I'm ever looking for build ideas, all I have to do is look at some of the houses that people have built here. One thing I notice is a lot of people know how to use brick, and I could take this as an example of how to use brick. So for the fireplaces and stuff, we got all kinds of contraptions over here, and I've covered some of them. I'll cover more. These are our zero-tick farms that are going to sadly go away in 1.16 because zero-tick farms don't work in 1.16. But I'm not that sad because I'm not that big on zero-tick farms, never was. Just was interested in them technology-wise. He can't get over the fence, can he? I was interested in seeing how they worked, but especially if you got a lot of people on the server, you don't really want a bunch of zero-tick farms running perpetually. But they are very productive. This is sugarcane, that's bamboo. I like the old style flying machine farms. And forgive me for digressing, but you know, every time I walk through here, there's something else. It's just it's kind of a trip down memory lane for me, because I remember when we built all these things and when we were trying to figure out how to do these flying machine farms, and now we've got this really nice farm, and it's very productive. We don't need zero-tick at all, and I like the looks of this farm way better than the zero-tick farms. I think the zero-tick farms are just ugly. There, I said it. So plenty of sugarcane. This is the iron farm. I used to have a silo around this. That was ugly, so I took it out. And we've just got our golem icon here. And then I made a little AFK spot down in here. Just a place to hang out, nothing too fancy. I might do like some carpet, like not carpet. I don't like carpet because I do like carpet, but they haven't fixed this yet. If you put carpet on the floor and you try to teleport to here, like if you're using homes, right? You try to set a home in here and you're standing on carpet when you set the home. You do a home where you TP somebody to you, or you do a /back command. It'll put you on the floor. So it's like it's not Minecraft. Sorry, I don't mean to give Minecraft a bum rap. I found out it's the plugin that we use, and it's got a setting to try and save you from teleporting yourself off the edge of a cliff or into midair. So if it doesn't know that the block you're standing on is solid, it will try to TP you to the nearest solid block. So it's meant to protect you, and it does work, and it does protect you. But if you're standing on carpet, it doesn't know. It thinks it's not sure what you're standing on. So it'll try to TP you to the nearest solid block, which is usually about 2 blocks down into the floor. And you will wake up in darkness, unable to breathe, wondering where you are the first couple of times that happens, till you learn to just dig up and get yourself out of there. So I use full wool blocks now. So if you're on a Spigot server, if you're playing on a multiplayer server, they're almost all Spigot, consider just doing full wool blocks instead of carpet. So I don't know, my horse might be a free horse now because oh, there it is. I hopped off of it earlier so we could look around. Let's go get it. This is just kind of like a free format, video. I'm going to continue to tour this world, but this is a good enough starting place, I think, here. So this is where it all began, where this world all began, and you'll see in future videos just how extensive this world is. It'll probably take me a few. Now I don't know if they're all going to be in a just one after another. I might have other things to kind of break it up a little bit that I'll want to show you, but I'll keep coming back here and I'll try to remember what I showed, so that I don't repeat myself. And we'll keep coming back till we've seen this world. And if you want to join us on here, you can join us on here. This is my MC Hardway server, and I'll put a link in the description to this server. So I have links to my Discord, our Discord, and to our Minecraft server, MC Hardway. I also have a 1.16 server, but I think my strategy going forward is going to be that, by the way, is a slime farm. Is going to be to play. I'm experimenting on the 1.16 server, but I'm really focused on this server right now. So I'm going to upgrade this server to 1.16, and then I'm going to stick with it, and I'll probably shut the other one down. So you can expect to see a lot more of this, and I have ideas for where to go next with it, but you'll see as I show more of it off that we've got a lot of really nice building going on here, and I want you to see all that, and then I'll figure out what to do next, survival wise or whatever. I'm not sure if, it'll probably be a mix of survival, like adventuring, and building. So this is new. We just put this stuff in, and we were just having fun. It looks like a maze. It is kind of a maze, but I wanted a bridge over the river right there, and so we made this nice bridge. This got some help from a friend of mine. His name is Duba. He built this, and then we worked together on detailing and then doing this stuff up top here, so that we have a nice way to go from the main settlement over there to the mob grinder over here. Now I have a this needs to be replaced, and I need to use wool here. I mean wool blocks, so people don't TP onto this by accident. So we've got the mob grinder here. I've got an ice farm up on the hill there. Can show off, and then this is all wild and untamed area. I tried doing some stuff down here to make it look nice. Somebody was experimenting with TNT, and I figured rather than try and fill all that in, I would try to turn it into like a little park setting. So I did some experimenting with water. So if you got an area that, oh, I left a shulker box here. If you got an area that you're not, it's like this, you know, and you're wondering what to do with it, maybe you don't need to build anything. Maybe you can just do something like this with waterfalls. And then at the bottom, you can go down these waterfalls and you can go to the bottom and do things at the bottom. So what's up with this? Did that ruin my inventory? Okay, pick that up. So let's right on up here. We're getting up close to, we're at 20 minutes right now. So I'll just go ahead and wrap up. And this is how these kind of tour videos will go. Thanks a lot for watching. You know, if you like the video, please click the like button. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those below. Or if you want to talk, just chat with our group, or you want to talk to me directly, come see us on Discord. I'm putting the links to all this stuff in the description to the video. So just go to the description and you'll find all these links. You'll find the link to this server if you want to come play. It's whitelisted, so you'll need to come on to Discord and tell me you want to play, and I'll get to know you a little bit. And if I figure that you're a trusted person, then I'll let you on. And then so we got Discord, we've got this server that you can play on if you want to come join us, and then my Patreon link, my brand new, I'm so proud of it, Patreon link. I finally got monetized on the channel. I decided to just put advertising on some of the videos because the YouTube advertising is really, honestly, in my opinion, is somewhat annoying because I can't figure out how to control the volume on it, and they do a lot of what I call yell and sell. So I only put that on some of my videos. You're not likely, you may have already seen one, maybe that's how you got here, but if you're following me on a regular basis, you're not likely to see any of that because I only put it on the videos where I got a lot of historical views, and typically I'll get less than 1,000 views on a video, so you don't need to worry about being spammed with YouTube advertising. But I did provide, I signed up for Patreon, so come see me on Patreon if you want to donate a few dollars a month, $1 a month, whatever you can afford. That'll help me meet expenses so I can keep bringing you quality content. I'll do it anyway out of my own pocket, just like I've been doing, but it would really help me out if you can afford it. I'd really appreciate it. So I think that'll do it for today. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.